Give it up, Imagine Dragons. And I know there's quite a few people who are listening at home who are heading to the gig. Actually, one in particular I know who sent us a tweet earlier on, who came all the way from Donegal. Actually, Chanel, we're going to give her a mention. And she came to see you guys on Tuesday, said it was the best show she'd ever been at. So much so, she's managed to get her hands on another ticket and is on the way back from Donegal as we speak. So she's going to go and see you guys tonight. So how did you get on? I mean, there's kind of, I know you guys played the Trinity Ball back in April, but this is your first sort of Irish headline show. How did you find them on Tuesday night down in the Olympia?
Oh, they were really boring. Yeah, we'd heard too that the Irish crowd is always the best crowd to play in front of, and I gotta say, they definitely lived up to that expectation. They're so warm. There's really this great energy in the room right when you walk in. We just kind of, they were crazy. They were like,
crazy
they're like,
is the right word.
It's been there, like, and plus our first introduction to them was at the Trinity Ball, which was. Which was quite an introduction.
That's probably the best way to be introduced to an Irish audience.
Yeah, our fans typically tend to be a little more crazy than other fans. They're just really dedicated, really full of energy. But I will say that here in Dublin was probably one of the most energetic crowds, which is saying a lot because Portugal's pretty crazy. Russia, they were at like every train station at like 3 a.m. singing the songs a cappella, like.
Yeah, there's always a different kind of energy. You know, it's not just like, the band putting energy out and just, it's a one-way thing. It's a two-way kind of feedback of energy that happens at a show. And
you need that, I think, just to kind of be able to get into it, especially when you're doing so many shows. And I mean, have you had a day off in the last few months?
No.
Yeah. Apart from yesterday, actually. Were you off yesterday or?
We do about 3 shows on, and then usually we have a travel day. So the 4th day we usually are flying somewhere or traveling by train. But we happened to have a day yesterday that we just had off. We stayed in a hotel, woke up in a hotel, and we went and saw Tame Impala. They were playing at the venue last night. They were great. Really great band out of Australia, I think. Yeah. They were really cool. Got to hang out with them a little bit afterward.
I have to say, though, congratulations on the album Night Visions, because it's just phenomenal, the success that's had, not just obviously in the States, but it's literally worldwide. Were you surprised by the response yourselves? Because I know for me, I actually heard of you guys through listeners requesting your songs before we'd even been sent them.
Wow.
It's incredible how everybody has known about you. When the shows went on sale, the tickets, they were just sold out immediately before it was even advertised. Have you been surprised by the reaction that you've got?
Yeah, we have. We've been a band for 4 years. We've kind of just been living off breadcrumbs, like traveling around in like an airport shuttle van that we paid for, and been sleeping off people's couches, and none of us expected this last year. I don't think we couldn't have hoped for it. It was just beyond our wildest expectations. And so we're just so grateful because we know what it's like on the other side, playing gigs for 10 people and your friends like laughing that you've been in a band for 3 years. And you know what I mean? It's like, now they're all asking us for tickets, and we're like, yeah, right.
Well, that makes
go buy them online.
Makes you appreciate it more than. I know, obviously, we have an audience who won tickets, and they're all very excited to be here. Cormac's just going to have a chat with one or two of them. I'm just curious to see how far people have come and how excited they are.
Yeah, exactly, because it's a very select crowd, Jenny, that are here. And just by a little observation, I did a bit of a head count. There's about 15 girls and 5 boys. So that tells you a lot about what's going on. Yeah, and one of the girls is Carly. How are you, Carly? What did you think of the boys' performance?
Well, I went on Tuesday night and it was brilliant, so it's great to be able to just stand this close to them as well today. It's brilliant.
And the gentlemen are all sporting beards, except for the bass players. It's a bit of an effort of a beard, but maybe he's having a shaving issue after all the Guinness. What's the facial hair? Is that doing it for you? What do you feel about that?
I think that's the look. That's the look that everybody should go for.
And where did you come from?
I'm only going as far as Dundrum, so I didn't have to.
Dundrum in Tipperary, of course.
No, Dundrum in Dublin.
And this is your brother. Where did you come from?
Cork today. I just came down this morning. I came from Wexford there a few days ago. Had exams down in Cork, and then straight after them came down here then.
And was it worth it?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, 100%.
Okay, listen, there's a couple of other guys here. Say hello, ladies. Say hello. Just to prove it, there's a lot of ladies in the house. There are gentlemen too. Say hello.
How's it going?
See, there is a gentleman here. And Melissa, you came up with your gang of lovely ladies from, was it Waterford?
Yeah, Waterford.
Tell us about the journey, the intrepid journey, because you look like you're completely dressed for the occasion. Like, maybe explain the way you look to the listeners out there.
I'm wearing black.
Well, you look like you're out of a Beetlejuice movie. But that's all cool, So tell us about the journey up.
We got up at 6. We got the train from Waterford to Kildare. And then we got the Lewis, and then we got the bus to here.
Why didn't you get the train to Dublin?
Because we're staying at my friend's auntie's house.
You see, that's a good answer. Anyway, listen, thanks, guys.
I'm never changing who I am.
One more time for Imagine Dragons live on 2FM.